Hello everyone, welcome to Lighthouse Stamping with Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Vancouver, Washington. Thank you for joining me today. Before we get started, the housekeeping notes, all the product I'm using, all the dimensions will be listed below. There's a link to my online store if you wish to purchase any of these products. You can also look at the new online exclusives. There's some beautiful new paper and stuff that you can see over there if you look under new arrivals. Also, there is a link to our Facebook group. We'd love to have you join that. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and help me grow in YouTube world. We're going to be playing with Rustic crates today. And I am bringing in one other stamp set. Bringing in Cottage Wreaths because I want this little leaf right here. So let me show you what we're going to make. There's actually 2 envelopes. I got a little carried away with my stamping. That's that leaf stamped off twice for the envelope. And this is the card we're making. Just a beautiful little fall card. Every day with you is better. Like I said, it's a very simple little card. So let's do the stamping first. We need a piece of basic white for the inside. It is 5 1/4 by 4. We need a piece of scrap to do our little flowers. Of course, we have the envelope, but I got a little carried away. You'll actually discover I've done a few things because I thought I was filming and I wasn't. That's why a few things are already done. So this is the one with the pumpkin and the corn and the sunflowers. I'm doing it in Memento. And we'll be coloring and die cutting him. That should be good. Oh, leave that out. And on the inside, it's this inside saying it's also in black. Just like that. It would have been better if I used my mat, but we'll survive. Okay, while we've got this inside piece, we'll set that over here. We have a card base of Daffodil Delight that is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored a 4 1/4. Let's furnish that because there is a little bit more stamping to do. And this is on this base. And I am going to grab the mat now. And we are going to grab that leaf again. And we are going to stamp him with the leaves pointing out. I'm doing each corner. We're not stamping off, it's tone on tone. And then I'm going to come back and put 2 on the longer side and 1 in between the short side. Just like that. Now I believe we're truly done with stamping. So let's go ahead and build the inside of our card first. Now we're going to be using some inked botanical paper. This is the back of this one here. And this is the one that has looked like wild wheat crushed curry with like grass or wheat in it. And we're going to mount that on the inside of our card right like that. And then we'll mount that on here like this. Just like that. And then we'll start working on the outside of our card. You need a piece of crushed curry that is 4 by 4, and you need 3 strips of that DSP that looks like wheat from Inked Botanicals, 1 by 4. And we're going to mount these on here. And I'm going to line this up. And I'm going to actually put this first piece right in the center of this 4x4 piece. If I can get my hands on it. And you could carry your pattern through if you wanted. I did not worry about this one. So I'm using my grid to line this up. And then I'm going to move over about a 1/4 inch. Yeah, like that. Still using my grid to get that fairly straight. And then about like that. So it looks like that. Now we're going to let this sit for just a second while that glue dries, because I don't want glue squirting out, because we're going to run it through the embossing folder and then we're going to run it through a die. But while we're waiting, we can work on the other components. So through the power of TV and magic of thinking my camera was on, I've already die cut and colored the pumpkin here. We'll go over the colors. Now I wanted to bring this one out too. These are the same colors, but it's much lighter and much more. I did this with the watercolor pencils, just so you could see what that looked like. We're not using that one, we're using this one. So this is Pumpkin Pie. This is Daffodil Delight. The green is all Old Olive. Just use the light on this and then use the light and dark on the broader leaves. This is Lemon Lolly, and this is Calypso Coral. And that's all the colors I used on that. So it's not very difficult, and they'll be listed below. So other pieces we need for the front is we need the bin, the crate. And there's a die in here that cuts out the crate. There's also dies that cut out the hardware for your crate. If I can get my hands on them, they're stuck in the bottom of my bowl. There's 2 dies like that. So this one here cuts in 2 pieces. You have to put 2 pieces here, 1 here. It's not quite straight, but that's okay. And then I've got a solid piece there. But you could put all solid ones or this type, whichever you wanted. I did not use the adhesive strips on that. I would highly recommend that. You can use glue. I just used my sponge and did the sponge technique with the glue. And then I did impart a little bit with a sponge, a little bit of early espresso on that to bring out the wood grain, and that's Pecan Pie. I told you, I'm sorry, I had started this and then I didn't realize I wasn't filming. So anyhow, so that's going to be for the front. The other component we need for the front of our card is we need our hello. Now these I did run on the adhesive sheets. The adhesive sheets come in a pack like this. You just take off small pieces as much as you need. I'm still working on my first sheet here out of this pack. So, and there is 12 sheets in a pack. So what you need to do is there's 1 hello, 2 hellos, 3 hellos. I'm going to get them on something else so you can see them. I got to be careful. I've got to find my other mat. This one's got glue in the corner left over from, well, actually it's dry. I could peel it. Once the glue dries, you just rub it right off, make a little ball and throw it away, and your mat's ready to use. Okay, so you can see the little hello, and I've got adhesive. Now we're not going to pull the adhesive on the back one yet, but there's adhesive on every single one of these. And what we're going to do is we're going to stack these to give some depth to the hello. Just do it very slowly, trying to keep my head out. Lining everybody up. You know, it's not hard to line them up. Just like that. And I got 1 more. You can go more or less. 3 looks pretty good for this, so that's what I went with. But I wouldn't have tried this without the adhesive. It would be really messy. But you could if you wanted. And if it's off just a little bit, it's okay. It just actually gives it more depth. There we go. But now, you can see it's nice and thick. It's 3 card thicknesses. So that's for the front of the card. And let's see, what else do we need? We need to do our die cutting, and then we'll go from there. So what we need to do first, you can take your pick if you want to die cut or emboss first. I prefer, when possible, to cut and then emboss, so my embossing doesn't get damaged. What I'm using is the Deckled circle dies. This is one about 3.5 inches across. If you look at the dies, it's what, 7 in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th one in, right in the middle. So, but you can use different sizes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up in the middle here. So I have about equal amounts of the cardstock on both sides. I don't know if you can see. I'll try to move it a little closer so you can see it. There. So I have about equal amount of the cardstock on both sides. Oh, I guess I'm going lefty today. So now we have the circle cut out. It looks like that. And you could stop right there if you wanted, but I wanted some more texture. So now we're going to change plates here. And of course, everything ended up on top of it. This is the Timeworn Type 3D embossing folder. And I want to line this up in here. So it's going up and down. So it looks like the type's going across this way. There. I think it's quite beautiful. So let me get this and get Otto out of the way. And get my chair back over here. So first we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build the top of this first on here. Make sure you've got it going the right direction. And I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. So you need to decide, do you want it inside or outside? I'm going to go sort of more on the outside, sort of like that. So I'm going to flip it over in the position I want it. About like that. And I'm going to grab my dimensionals and just start hooking some dimensionals on here, straddling both pieces. Some down here. And this one I know will not take a big one across there, so I'll put a small one on here. There we go. Like I said, once you do the few elements, it's not bad. It's actually a fairly easy one to mass produce. Set all your coloring out and just start coloring watching TV one day. That's what I did. And we're going to pop that right in the center, about like that. And we're going to flip this over with some more dimensionals. Yeah, sorry about some of that stuff being done ahead. I thought I was filming and I wasn't, and I was like running out of time, and it's like, because it's getting very warm today. It's not even noon and it's 81 degrees out already. But this is going to go, I'm just sort of eyeballing and using my grid. It's about a ½ inch from either side and about 1 inch from each side, roughly. Like that. So our little hello, which is right here. You could put him anywhere you wanted. But my little hello is going to peel off the back and put him down in the corner so he gets down nice and proud and tall on that card. Now we need some extra bling. So I grabbed the gingham. This is the one in the, this is the gingham ribbon out of the annual catalog. We're just going to do a little bow. Actually, I'm just going to do bunny ear bows today, I think. If I can even tie a bunny ear bow. I don't want a very big bow, but yeah, it should work. And we'll grab a blue dot. Well, I grabbed kitten hair and no glue dot. My sticky, sticky glue dots. Hoping the next roll is not quite as sticky as I like sticky, but and I'm going to actually tuck this so it's almost right going behind the corn here. Just like that. And then I looked at it and said, we need something else. And so I was looking at black, and then I thought black is okay, but I'm not sure I want to totally use black. And so I was pulling out some other stuff now that I can't find them. They were on my, oh, there they are. They were on my desk. These were the, these are the 23, 24, 23, 25 in color dots. And I started looking at this and I'm like, that's Pebble Path, but it really looks nice on this card. But you could use a different color if you wanted. We could use copper if you wanted, but I really still do like that color on it. So I'm going to grab one of each and just put them in a row across here like that. Or you could spread them out whatever you wanted. You could use something else. But that's the one I decided to use on my card. And that's the card for today. If you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, if you want to purchase any of this product, you can visit my online store. And I will see you on Friday. I haven't planned out Friday's project yet, but I'm going to in the next few minutes because I'm going to film it here soon. So I'll talk to you then. Goodbye.